We have seen Shedeur Sanders take second-team reps before, but today, interestingly, at least during one move-the-ball period, it was really one of the first move-the-ball periods that we've seen, the Browns actually had Shedeur Sanders go ahead of Dillon Gabriel. He went with the second team. Dillon Gabriel then went with the third team. It's the only time we saw it. It's the only time we have seen this, but Mary Kay, just sort of an interesting step forward, I guess, in this competition.
Yeah, I think so. I think he's earned it, and I think we've all seen that.
Understand the situation that you're in and be able to approach that and get the best out of it. You could view things as you're not getting reps in a negative way, or you could view it as, okay, when it's my time to get out there. So there's no excuses, because when you get out there, nobody cares how many reps you got. Whenever you get in the game, nobody cares if you took a snap before. You know, like they care about.
Fifth round, 144th overall. We all know how bogus that was. We know that there's more to it than just his football skill. But him being there, you want to test a lot of things about Shedeur Sanders. And most of it, of course, his skill set is one thing because you want to make sure he can play on this level. But his temperament, his willingness to handle, not ability, because we know he has the ability, but his willingness to handle.
Understand the situation that you're in and be able to approach that and get the best out of it. You could view things as you're not getting reps in a negative way, or you could view it as, okay, when it's my time to get out there. So there's no excuses, because when you get out there, nobody cares how many reps you got. Whenever you get in the game, nobody cares if you took a snap before. You know, like they care
Shedeur
about.
with a pole big as Shaq. We know that, because nobody said anything about him in college at all. But cool, you being respectful to him because he's the third round pick overall. So maybe he starts in front of Shedeur. But let these guys get equal reps at the being the number one, playing with the number one wide receivers, playing with the number one tight ends, like seeing what that feels like, the speed of going against the number one defense. There's no pads on, so there's no real pressure.
Just keeps letting me know, because I keep hearing 5 games, 5 games, 5 games, 3 games, 3 games, 3 games. That's what you're gonna get with Kenny Pickett and Joe Flacco. So eliminate them. I'm just eliminate them. If these two rookies go out there and they play well in preseason.
Yo, what's good, NFL fans? Welcome back to the channel. If you're all about that gridiron action, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and let's dive into some serious breaking news coming out of the Cleveland Browns mini camp. We're talking about none other than Shedeur Sanders, the quarterback who's turning heads, raising eyebrows, and straight up rewriting the script in Cleveland. This ain't your typical depth chart drama. This is a legit storyline that's got the NFL world buzzing. So buckle up, grab your coffee or your beer, and let's break down how Shedeur Sanders went from QB4 to knocking on the door of the starting job in a matter of days. Trust me, you don't want to miss this one. Just a week ago, Shedeur Sanders was buried on the depth chart. I'm talking fourth-string quarterback running with the scout team, barely getting a sniff of real reps. Mary Kay Cabot over at Cleveland. Com dropped the bombshell that Shedeur Sanders was stuck with the fourth-team offense during mini camp. That's right, fourth. Not first, not second, not even third. The dude was basically an afterthought, with the coaching staff seemingly writing him off for preseason snaps. Some folks in the media even whispered he wasn't ready for the big stage. Ouch. But hold up, this is where the story gets juicy. In a twist that's got Browns fans hyped and analysts eating their words, Shedeur Sanders has rocketed up to second, team reps, passing Dillon Gabriel and putting legit heat on the starting quarterback spot. We're talking a guy who was counted out, left for dead on the depth chart, now making waves so big that even the national media is taking notice. One assistant QB coach, with 15 years in the game, straight up said, "I've never seen anything like this in my career." That's not just hype. That's a veteran coach saying Shedeur Sanders' rise is next level unreal. So what's fueling this comeback? It's not just raw talent, though Shedeur Sanders got plenty of that. It's the intangibles, grit, leadership, and a cool, headed command of the huddle that's got coaches nodding and teammates rallying. Every snap he takes is deliberate. Every throw precise. He's hitting receivers in stride, making sharp reads, and owning the game plan like he's been starting for years. This ain't some fluke or a few highlight reel moments. This is consistent, high-level execution that's shifting the energy in Berea. When Shedeur Sanders steps under center, you can feel the vibe change. The dude's got that factor, and it's impossible to ignore. Now, let's talk about the big dogs in the media who are jumping on the Shedeur Sanders bandwagon. None other than Stephen A. Smith. Yeah, that's Stephen A. Went off on his show about Shedeur Sanders' game. And this wasn't just about arm strength or stat lines. Stephen A. zeroed in on what separates the good from the great mentality. He called out Shedeur Sanders' poise under pressure, his mental toughness, and his relentless drive to compete at the highest level. This kid's mindset is different. Stephen A. said, leaning into the camera like he does. It's not just about throwing dimes or racking up numbers. It's about leadership, presence, and that fire to win. Shedeur Sanders got it all. And Stephen A. ain't alone. LeSean McCoy, a guy who's seen his fair share of quarterbacks come and go, is pounding the table for Shedeur Sanders to get a real shot. McCoy's been vocal about fairness in the QB competition, arguing that Shedeur Sanders deserves reps with the first-team offense, including the top whatty-outs like Amari Cooper and Jerry Jeudy. Nobody can say anything bad about Shedeur Sanders. McCoy said on FS1, he's that good. He acknowledged Dillon Gabriel, a third-round pick, is getting more first-team looks right now, but McCoy's pushing for an even playing field. In his mind, the only way to truly test Shedeur Sanders' ceiling is to let him sling it with the starters under real game pressure. Then you've got James Jones, who's not mincing words either. The former NFL wideout and current analyst went in on the Browns' QB situation, questioning why veterans like Joe Flacco and Kenny Pickett are still getting priority over young guns like Shedeur Sanders. If these kids are balling out, why keep looking back? Jones said on Speak, give Shedeur Sanders a real shot in the preseason, build some confidence, let the kid cook, and see what he's got. Jones makes a strong case. With Cleveland's quarterback carousel spinning for years, why not invest in the future? Shedeur Sanders proving he's got the goods, so why hold him back? Now let's give credit where it's due. Through all the noise, being stuck on the fourth team, the doubters, the media chatter, Shedeur Sanders didn't blink. He didn't take to social media to complain or throw shade. He put his head down and went to work. In a recent interview, he kept it real. You gotta know where you're at. Whether you're getting reps or not, you can let it drag you down or use it as fuel to grind harder. That's the kind of mentality that wins locker rooms and earns respect. While others were questioning the Browns' depth chart decisions, Shedeur Sanders was in the film room, on the practice field, and in the huddle, proving he belongs. And prove it he did. Mary Kay Cabot's latest report confirms Shedeur Sanders, officially running with the second team, handling everything the Browns throw his way with precision and maturity. From executing plays to leading the huddle, he's checking every box. Cabot noted he's thriving under pressure, making all the right reads, hitting his targets, and adjusting on the fly. That's exactly what coaches want to see from a quarterback fighting for a starting gig. The gap between Shedeur Sanders and the QB1 spot, it's shrinking fast. If he keeps this up, first-team reps are just a matter of time. For Browns fans, this is more than just a feel-good story. Cleveland's been stuck in quarterback purgatory for what feels like forever. From Baker Mayfield to Deshaun Watson to a revolving door of backups, the QB position's been a roller coaster. Shedeur Sanders' rise could be the turning point. His ability to stay composed, execute at a high level, and rally the team around him is exactly what this franchise needs. The fact that he's gone from QB4 to QB2 in a matter of days shows he's not just here to fill a roster spot. He's here to compete and, frankly, to win. The support from voices like Stephen A. McCoy and Jones only adds fuel to the fire. They're not just hyping up a flashy prospect, they're pointing to a guy who's showing real promise and delivering when it counts. McCoy's call for fairness, giving Shedeur Sanders a shot with the starters, is already coming true with his second-team promotion. Jones' push to move past veterans like Flacco and Pickett makes sense when you see a young quarterback performing like this. The Browns have a chance to build around fresh talent, and Shedeur Sanders making it impossible for the coaching staff to look the other way. So, where do we go from here? Shedeur Sanders climbed to second-team reps is a massive step, but the real test comes in the preseason. That's when we'll see if he can hang with the starters, make plays under the lights, and handle the pressure of real game situations. If he keeps delivering like he has in mini camp, it's not a stretch to say he could be QB1 by the time the regular season rolls around. The Browns have been searching for their franchise quarterback for years, and Shedeur Sanders making a strong case that he's the guy to end that drought. But let's hear from you, Browns fans! Are you buying into the Shedeur Sanders hype? Do you think he's earned his spot with the second team, or is it too soon to crown him? Should the Browns throw him in with the starters during the preseason to see what he's really made of? Could Shedeur Sanders be the answer to Cleveland's quarterback woes? Or does he still have more to prove? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I want to know where you stand. Are you all in on Shedeur Sanders, or are you taking a wait and see approach? Shedeur Sanders' journey through the Browns mini camp is one of the wildest storylines of the NFL offseason. From being buried on the depth chart to emerging as a legit contender for the starting job, he's shown the kind of maturity, focus, and talent that every team dreams of in a quarterback. With big names like Stephen A. Smith, LeSean McCoy, and James Jones singing his praises, the momentum's on his side. Cleveland's got a chance to turn the page on years of quarterback struggles, and Shedeur Sanders making it clear he's ready to lead the charge. Thanks for tuning in, folks! If you're hyped about Shedeur Sanders' rise or just love talking NFL football, make sure to hit that subscribe button, ring the bell, and join the conversation. Let's keep the football talk rolling. Until next time, stay locked in, and let's see if Shedeur Sanders can keep climbing that depth chart. Peace out!